Store. How's everybody doing today, man? I'm sorry I'm a little late. I just got off of work. Traffic had me a couple minutes behind, but I'm here now. The doors of the liquor store are open, and we all come in and get drunk off this Dallas Cowboys content together, man. So, hey, for everybody that's already in the liquor store, big ups to y'all, salute to y'all. Y'all the ones to keep the lights on over here. So let me show y'all some love. Etta Lockhart, I see you in the building already. Miss Patrice showing love to the liquor store. Miss Fo Flats, I see you. We go all the way back, like the tires on that Cadillac. Bruce got the toxic juice that ran in. I see the 6 running man and slid through the building. He's already practicing manifestation. I see my boy. 55 SA Richburg, my guy. What's up with you? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. So, hey, man, we got us a full slate of things to discuss. Justin Kitchen, I see you dropping the 6 championship emojis. Salute to you. Hey, we got a full slate of things to discuss over here in the liquor store, man. So we gonna pour you up a beverage, get your favorite drink, get your favorite snack, kick back, relax, and we gonna chop it up about the Dallas Cowboys content, man. So salute to y'all good people. John Jones, so over it. JB2, I see y'all sliding in. And y'all know the usual rules and regulations when y'all tap in and rock with your boy in the liquor store. He said, hold up. He said he slapped 5 Eagles fan, $200 bill wasn't bad. Hey, $200 well spent, man. You got to slap 5 Eagles fan. It only cost you $20. That's $40 a pop. So, hey, you good then, my boy. Yo, Not Our Cowboy, what's up with you? 5-time champ, 74, what's good with you? Miss Etta Lockhart, know she part of that rich gang. She done dropped some tools, man. No, we will shoot you down if y'all come in here hate. Just know that. We got rich gang on deck, and they will handle business, man. Hey, Dak owns Filthy, what's up with y'all, man? So, yeah, man, y'all know what to do. Make sure when you slide in, hit that like button. The more likes we get on YouTube, Facebook, whatever platform this is airing on, the more that platform will promote the video, promote the content, and more people will find their way inside the liquor store. So make sure you hit that like button. It goes a long way. I know not everybody has, monetary support. That's fine. But liking and sharing goes a long way in improving the show, promoting the show. And I appreciate y'all for that. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. And, you can share the content as many times as you want. So share the content 6 times at least. You can share it to 6 different social media groups, 6 different Facebook groups, 6 different group chats. But share the content 6 times. We're trying to manifest that 6th championship in the liquor store. Or you can do like my people, like my boy Richard Berry. You can drop 6 shot glasses, 6 championships like JB2 and them. Just drop 6 emojis in the chat box so we can manifest that 6th championship. Justin Kitchen said that last 10 minutes of the game was great. Yes. I went in there, washed my behind, and jumped in the bed and watched the last little bit of it. It was a much better game in the 4th quarter. And listen, the Lions actually got it together. They actually started running the ball down the stretch. The Kansas City Chiefs had no answer. Chris Jones was not in the middle of that defense to solidify it, and they had their way in the middle. Rushed for over 100 yards. I think the final rushing total was like 118 yards on the ground. So, they did what they had to do to win the game and secure victory. So, salute to the Detroit Giants. I took them straight up, won me a little bit of money. I didn't have them on a parlay, but we did hit. So, everybody that listens to Henny the More, and we took the Giants straight up, we hit. And, since we did hit on that, I guess I will offer a little bit more gambling advice down the line. So, if you listen to Henny the More and you took the line straight up, we won ourselves a little bit of money today. Hey, Satellite Sunday, what's Gucci, my boy? Thanks for tapping in. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you hit that Eagles fan, because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, I will give you half off all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And, I'm going to do one better. I will give you, a free bottle, because it's Giants week. So if you slap the shit out of a Giants fan, I can give you some free merchandise, because it's Giants week this time around, man. So make sure you find you a Giants fan, and we got exactly what you need to succeed inside the liquor store. We got Cowboy Readers, we got Hen, we got Gin, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy and come get drunk off the content with your boy Henny the More inside the liquor store. Neil, what's up, man? My boy Neil the Serial Slapper. Said he done slapped 16 Eagles fans before checking in, man. Salute to you, man. My boy Charlie Jones said, what's up, Henny? He said, what if I RKO a Giants? It's too easy, fan. Hey, it's too easy. If you RKO a Giant, man, you know, that probably counts. That probably counts for like 10, 11 slaps. So, you know, you probably get you a free case of liquor. Willie Vassar, what's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. I appreciate you for supporting and rocking with your boy, man. So one more thing, man. You know that we are still running a raffle, right? One more thing before we jump right into the content. We're still promoting a raffle. I don't know if Cash App is back working. You know, I don't know if Cash App is back working just yet. So right now, if you want to support the content or you want to support the raffle and enter for a chance to win either a copy of Madden 24, a Dallas Cowboy jersey of your choice, or a Dallas Cowboy bobblehead, you can send $5 through the super chat, the super stickers. I don't know if Cash App is back working yet. So, you know, if you want to support, you know, just send your raffle entries in. I'll accept anything you send. $5 an entry, but I don't know if Cash App is up and working right now. So, you know, I don't want anybody to lose any money. I don't want anybody to, see, Chris Davis said his Cash App still messed up. Like my Cash App is still down myself. So he said, damn, I just sent mine through Cash App. Yeah, because you're not the only person, man. Cash App is tweaking. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, so Justin Kitchen, you just sent it 12, and Blake Hart, you just sent. I received both of y'all's. So there were people that sent last night. Their stuff still ain't came through. So Miss Daisy Clark, you know, you should contact Cash App because I know that you said that you sent. But Blake Hart, I received yours, and Justin Kitchen, I received yours. So I'm gonna go ahead and update you. If you sent last night while it was going down, Justin Kitchen said he sent that yesterday. Oh Lord. Yeah, I guess it just popped back up. Justin Kitchen said he sent that last night. She said she sent some yesterday too. Well, hopefully it pops in there. You know, when it pops in, you know, I'll account for it. He said he sent that at 1:14. Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah, Cash App is taking a sweet time to load in. When I receive y'all stuff, I'll update it. Don't trip. You know, it'll come through eventually. So, you know, while it's still tripping, you know, I would suggest, you know, holding off on sending through Cash App. Because Blake, yours sent and went. Justin said that he sent his yesterday. It just came in. So Over It and Daisy Clark, they sent and it still hasn't came through. But, you know, when it comes through, I'll count it. Don't trip. You know, I got you. What's up with you, Johnny Woods? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all for y'all support, man. So let's jump into it, man. He said, I think the Lions would have lost that game. I'm not impressed with the Lions. Listen, part of the reason why I chose the Lions yesterday was because the Kansas City Chiefs were going to be without their best offensive skill player in Travis Kelce and their best defensive player in Chris Jones. So they were missing their best offensive player and their best defensive player. So that's why I chose the Detroit Lions. And the Detroit Lions are a pretty decent team. You know, they're not this world beater, but I got them winning their division. I got the Detroit Lions winning the NFC North. So they were a team that averaged 380 yards passing last year, and they averaged, you know, over 26 points per game. They were right behind us in terms of scoring. So I think we scored the fourth most points on the year, and I think they scored the fifth most points. So they were a top 5 offense in terms of passing and in terms of scoring. So I'm actually surprised that the Chiefs defense held up as well as they did. The Chiefs defense held them board to 14 points. They scored that other 7 points on the defensive side with the Branch boy getting a pick 6. So the Chiefs defense still held them boys to 14 points. It's just the difference in the game with that pick 6 that Patrick Mahomes threw off of Kadarius Toney's hands. Joe, what's up with you, man? But hey, I'm glad they won the game. Now, granted, from a football standpoint, you know, I was hoping that Kansas City won. You never want another NFC team to win because, when it comes to seeding, things like that, the less wins that the NFC gets, the more likely it is for the Dallas Cowboys to get the top seed if we win our division. So, from a football standpoint, probably not the best thing, but from a gambling standpoint, because, we like making a little bit of money in the liquor store. We did good. You had the over. See, that's why I gamble straight up. A win is a win is a win. If they win by 1 point, they win by 2 points, they win by whatever. We still hit on our little money. And now it's not the most money in the world, but I like taking sure things. And what I do is I like, when I do my parlays, I like all the games to be on one day. Right? I would hate having Detroit on a ticket and then having to wait till Sunday to see if the ticket hit. So when I make my parlays, I do it all for games on the same day. Hey, salute to Etta Lockhart. She said 29 likes and 43 people in the chat box. Yeah, make sure y'all run them likes up, man. The likes go a long way. The shares go a long way. I know. Hey, listen, we already know there are different set of rules with different quarterbacks. Dak has a different set of rules and criteria than every other quarterback in the National Football League. So don't trip. We knew that was going to happen. But yeah, man, let's discuss some stuff, man. So first and foremost, let's talk about the new and improved quarterback market. Right? Let's talk about the new and improved quarterback market that we're seeing. So we all know that Joe Burrow signed a massive contract yesterday. So they finally got an extension done for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is making himself a bag this year, right? And listen, he earned every penny. But, because the Dallas Cowboys were not proactive and have instead chosen to be reactive, right? The quarterback market has reset multiple times, while they waited to extend Dak Prescott. The quarterback market has reset 4 times. So, of course, Jalen Hurts signed a 5-year, $51 million per year deal. Signed a 5-year, $51 million per year deal. Right? Then you backdoor. Lamar Jackson signed a 5-year, $52 million per year deal. Justin Herbert signed a 5-year, $52.5 million per year deal. And then, of course, Joe Burrow signed a 5-year, $55 million per year deal. And that pretty much, ensures that Dak Prescott is going to get anywhere in the ballpark of $50 million. Because remember, Dak is not even a top 10 paid quarterback right now. Yes, Neil, you are correct. He is getting $55 million per year. So remember, Daniel Jones is making more money than Dak Prescott right now. Kyler Murray is making more money than Dak Prescott right now. Deshaun Watson is making more money than Dak Prescott right now. So when you look at the overall quarterback market, Dak Prescott is severely underpaid at this point. Because it's one thing, like y'all can make the argument, for, a guy like Joe Burrow. Well, Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow went to an AFC Championship game. Justin Herbert ain't did shit. Justin Herbert making $52 million with not a single playoff win. Justin Herbert is barely above 500. Right, he has one more win than losses as a starting quarterback. He has an abysmal record against winning teams, like they like to point out against Dak Prescott. So Justin Herbert ain't did shit. Justin Herbert got paid off of potential. Right, Lamar Jackson, he won an MVP, but he has one playoff win his entire career and has not been healthy the last 2 seasons and got a nice contract. Kyler Murray, has a losing record as a starting quarterback. Has never thrown for 30 touchdowns, has never thrown for 4,000 yards passing, and he is enumerated. If I'm not mistaken, Kyler Murray is making like $45 million a year. So, when you talk about Dak Prescott and his impending contract, you can't sit there and say Dak Prescott ain't earned his money. You got guys that have done way less than him, making more than him. Daniel Jones just got a $40 million contract plus incentives, because remember, with the incentives, he make more than Dak Prescott. So that boy got a $40 million contract off of 15 passing touchdowns. Come on now. So yes, Dak Prescott is severely underpaid in this current market, and the Dallas Cowboys will have to readjust and make sure that he gets properly enumerated. Michael Nelson, what's up with you, my guy? I appreciate you sliding into the liquor store and showing love to the content, my guy. My boy said, what do you think how they spun that interception last night, put it on the receiver, but Dak get the exact play on him? Listen, they have their favorites. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and listen, this is not about Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Nobody is saying that Dak Prescott is the same caliber of quarterback as Patrick Mahomes, because nobody is. He's a two-time MVP, two-time final Super Bowl MVP, multi-time All-Pro. Like he already has a Hall of Fame resume. But when the ball hits a wide receiver dead in the hands, the wide receiver is supposed to catch it. They did not give Dak Prescott that grace, and you know they actively went out there and tried to give, you know, Patrick Mahomes that grace. They do not judge Dak Prescott on the same grading scale as they judge every other quarterback. We all know this is not fair, but you know life ain't fair, right? Just like I know, you know, they're not going to give Dak Prescott credit if he wins a Super Bowl. Like Dak Prescott could have one of the best Super Bowl performances in league history, and they will still try to find a way to slander that man. Calvin, what's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love. Jay Lombardi, what's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share button on the way into the liquor store, man. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and let's take a look though at the quarterback market, right? Cause we talk about those guys. Let's take a full look at the quarterback market. So let's go to over the cap. You know I like over the cap. Let's screen share it. Cowboys Click, man. What's up with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. I ain't seen you in a couple days, man. You been good? Hope all is well with you. Oh, yeah. It's not about Pat. Like you said, it's about how they move the goalposts. So, you know, they're not going to treat Patrick Mahomes the same way that they treat Dak Prescott. Because they love themselves some Patrick Mahomes, and they can't stand Dak. So, of course, you know, they do not have the Joe Burrow contract up here just yet. So, you know, Joe Burrow will be at the top. But let's look at everybody else right now, man. Let's look at everybody else's contract. So let's take a look. So Dak Prescott is behind. So annual money, like money per year. Joe Burrow, right? Because he's not up there. Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Daniel Jones all make more money a year than Dak Prescott. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 players that makes more money per year than Dak Prescott. I need some class participation. I need y'all to drop 10 in the chat box, man. Yo, Action Pal, what's up, my boy? Thanks for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my boy. Appreciate you. The talking heads only talk about the Cowboys and Dak because, yeah, exactly. You got a broken tooth, man. I hate to hear that. Did they at least get you some good pain medication? Ashton and Bailey, what's up, man? They were tapping in and showing love. I just now noticed you got a Demon Slayer avatar, man. That's what's up, man. My son put me on that show. My son is really big into anime, so you know he put me on some shows, man. He put me on some shows. I ain't gonna lie, I liked a couple of them. John Jones, all right, so 10. 55 S.A. Richard drop that 10 in there. So 10 guys are making more money APY than Dak Prescott. That's not fair. Because remember, Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback. He is currently not being paid as a top 10 quarterback, right? Total guarantees. We got Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. So there are 9 guys with more total guarantees than Dak Prescott, right? Because Dak Prescott got 126 in guarantees. Patrick Mahomes gets 141. Josh Allen gets 150. Kyler Murray gets 160. Russell Wilson 165. Come on now. My boy said he was he said, okay, so he was on that Baki. See, I gotta check that out. I've been hearing good things about that one. In this missile truck, I can't hear you like that, but I'm here to make sure you get your view. That's love right there, the original people. Salute to my boys tapping in and showing love. Jay said he recommends my hero. He got me on that one too already. He got me on that one. And listen, like, I don't count Dragon Ball Z. Like, I didn't know what an anime was back then, man. Yeah, easily. Statistically, yes. Because you can't make an argument for Kyler Murray. You can't make an argument for Daniel Jones. You really can't make an argument for a lot of these guys over Dak Prescott. There are multiple guys up here that have accomplished less. You can't hold Dak Prescott to a standard of winning playoff games, and then you give a guy who hasn't won a playoff game yet $52 million. Because remember, Dak Prescott won a playoff game in year 3. Justin Herbert is going to year 4 and ain't won a playoff game. Kyler Murray ain't never won a playoff game. Deshaun Watson has less playoff wins than Dak Prescott. Lamar Jackson has less playoff wins than Dak Prescott. So yes. And when you look at individual numbers, Dak Prescott, blows these guys out of the water most of the time. He has a. So yeah, easily. The issue with Dak Prescott for y'all is y'all watch, 17 games of Dak Prescott, and you only see 2 or 3 games of these other quarterbacks, right? Y'all watch all 17 games of Dak Prescott, and y'all watch 2 or 3 games of Lamar Jackson. Y'all watch 2 or 3 games of Deshaun Watson. You might watch 5 games of Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be on prime time. But yeah, man, a lot of times our viewpoint of Dak Prescott and other quarterbacks are skewed because we see more of Dak than all the other guys. Like, there are games where, Justin Herbert has thrown multiple picks and 1 touchdown, or multiple picks and no touchdowns. We don't talk about it because we don't see it. Because who gives a damn about the Chargers? They ain't on prime time like that. Same thing with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has had horrible games with interceptions. So has Josh Allen. He said, "Yeah, listen, I agree that Justin Herbert is overrated." Hey, it's not crazy. Say y'all listen to your boy in the liquor store. I chose Detroit over. And see, that's the thing. You don't get paid off of rings. Josh Allen is over Dak Prescott in what attribute? Because remember, he may have more playoff wins, but completion percentage, he has a lower completion percentage. Passer rating, he has a lower passer rating. Touchdown interception ratio, his is lower, right? The only category where Josh Allen is better than Dak Prescott is in rushing, right? So we're actually talking about the individual player and not team statistics, because wins are a team thing. When you look at individual statistics, Dak Prescott is over Josh Allen in every major category except for the rushing statistics. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I love watching Josh Allen play. No, not really. Because there are people in the Hall of Fame that didn't do shit in the playoffs. Remember, people love Warren Moon. Warren Moon had 3 playoff wins and got his ass into the Hall of Fame. Right? So, like, the individual play of a player, is what people look at. The individual play of a player. Because there are multiple guys in the Hall of Fame that did not even make a championship game. So let's keep it real. It's easy for modern people to say that. Do you still think the Cowboys will win easily, like you were saying earlier? Predict a close game. Week 1 is hard to predict. No, because I predicted the Detroit Lions were going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I predicted that. Right? So no. So I'm sticking with my same prediction because I ain't been wrong yet. I predicted the Detroit Lions were going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm still predicting that the Dallas Cowboys are going to beat the New York Giants by 3 scores. So matter of fact, if it don't rain, right? Because I'm going to put it like this, because it's supposed to be severe thunderstorms. It might change between now and then. If y'all are putting money on this game, take the Dallas Cowboys and take the over. Now, if they come out and they say it's going to be a thunderstorm, heavy rain, to just take the Dallas Cowboys straight up. But if they come out here, it's going to be clear skies, perfect conditions. Take the Dallas Cowboys and take the over. Take notes. We're going to get some money in the liquor store this year. And listen, this is just the free ones. I ain't gave y'all my parlays or nothing. I'm going to give y'all some freebies. Take the Dallas Cowboys and take the over. For the Dallas Cowboys are going to score about 30-some points by themselves. I don't see it, Jay Recruiter. And listen, I'm not saying that I'm all-knowing. I'm not omnipotent or anything like that. I get it wrong sometimes. So you might be right, brother. But, I don't see it. Yeah, that's one thing. The Dallas Cowboys have the better everything just about. Right? They have the more experienced coach. They have the better quarterback. We got the better wide receivers. We got the better pass rusher. We got the better secondary. We got, corners and safeties. So I think that we'll win. I think talent wise we're too much better than them not to win this game by multiple possessions. Juan Cooper, what's up with you, man? I agree. I also expect our defense and our special teams will score. The Giants will have to run. The Giants have a good D-line on paper. They had a good D-line on paper last year, and they were still 27th in run defense. So they went out and added more people, but that ain't helped. That ain't helped them. You know what I'm saying? They still out there running a 3-4 defense, which is still susceptible to the run game. So regardless of what talent they have, they got to line up and show it. So they gonna have to line up and show that they can stop the run in their base personnel, and I don't think they can do it. So we'll see. Like I said, they spent money in trying to improve that run D. They got a good defensive line on paper, but I'm from the Show Me State. Not really. I'm from Arkansas. We're the natural state. But I digress. We are going to have to see what they do. Can they rush the passer? Yes. Can they stop the run? That's to be determined. That is to be determined. So listen, I get what you're saying. You ain't said nothing wrong yet. You said they got better DTs and tight ends than us. Yeah. He said first game of football messed up Cash App. Man, you might be right, man. People might have been trying to get they might have been trying to get their stuff in, and it might have made Cash App crash. That's probably what it was, dog. We were up here joking. That might be what it was. Jay Recruiter said he preferred close games. I prefer close games against good teams. A team that I think we're head and shoulders better than, I want to put them boys to bed. I want to lay them boys down. I want to go ahead and lay them boys down, put them boys to sleep. Miss Etta said we got 75 people in here and 49 likes. So y'all please hit that like button, hit that share button, man. Hit that like and hit that share button for your boy. It goes a long way in helping the liquor store grow. We can get more bottles in. We get more people come in and patronize with us. It goes a long way. Danny Savage, my guy. What's up with you? We got the draft expert in the building. They are about to get slapped around. Yeah, man. Now listen. I think we're all in accordance. Some of us got the game being closer. Some of us got some of us got the points. But I think we all will agree if we want to earn a little bit of money, take the Dallas Cowboys. We should win this game. Listen, I think we're all in accordance with that. I think we all knew that Tyron Smith would eventually go down with an injury, but I don't think we were expecting this soon. But it's part of life. It's part of life. Yo, Choctaw, what's up, my guy? Matter of fact, let me go take a look at the spread, my boy. Spread. Okay, so we're favorited by 3.5 points. So let's go see what the points. So let's see what's the over under. Let me slide in here and see if I can find the over under for you. I should just pull up my app, my betting app, and look. So let me just log in to my Bovada. Boom. Sports. NFL. All right. So 45. Right. So 45 is the points. So I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna take the over because I think the Dallas. That's gonna be tough though. So if we win, I'm gonna have to take the under. They got this as a high scoring game, 45. Even if we beat them boys like 35-17, no, we beat them 35-17. That's the over. I'm taking the over. I think there'll be over 50 points scored in this game. I can see them scoring 17 and I can see the Dallas Cowboys scoring like 35, 34, something like that. Yep. They got us winning by 3.5 points. Cooks is key to the game, getting open quickly. I think our wide receivers in general are key to the game because they don't have a great secondary. They got two rookies. They got two rookies and Adoree Jackson as their primary corners. So Adoree Jackson is okay, but he's not an elite level. He's not an elite level corner. Deontay Banks is a raw rookie with no NFL experience, and Trey Hawkins is a 6th round raw rookie with no NFL experience. Now they got speed. Both of them boys run 4.3s, but a 4.3 only matters when you're running in a straight line. 9 times out of 10 they will be trailing them boys. He said Adoree is his boy. Y'all grew up together. Well, salute to Adoree, but he made an NFL career, but he's not this household name corner that's going to come in and wreck the game for us. That's what I'm getting at. That none of them boys are better than that. 80% chance of rain, could be a running game. I believe that too. So if it happens to come down to that, run the ball. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, man. Because, one of the things I wanted to talk about was situational play calling. He said he was a track star first. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to talk about with y'all is situational play calling, and Mike McCarthy. So I want to see how Mike McCarthy handles this game. Is he going to be bullheaded, or does he adjust how he attacks this team based on the elements? Now, I'm not saying not to throw the ball at all, because if you only run the ball, nobody is going to score. You're going to have to scheme open ways to get the ball into the hands of your playmakers. Right, it's going to all depend on what you can do to make this game easy for your playmakers and pass catchers if the weather is bad. Right, so Mike McCarthy, the ball is in your court. Are you still going to establish the run game? Or are you going to, get into your bag and fine tune this quick passing game? Because it's going to be hard to throw the ball down the field. But throwing the ball, 5 to 10 yards out, that should still be manageable. Even about 15 yards out. So will you be able to manage on the pick plays? Will you be able to utilize the screen game? Right? Will you be able to use the passing game as an extension of the run game to make this a even teal game for my boys, man? So first and foremost, hey, shout out to my boy Jay Recruiter for the $5 cash app. He said Dak won games with Noah Brown last year. Mahomes lost without his little security blanket and average wide receivers. That is very true. Starting the season, Noah Brown and Dennis Houston were starting wide receivers due to the Michael Gallup injury, and then Noah Brown was still probably your third or second wide receiver for the majority of the year, right? And we won games. We put up a lot of points. Still averaged over 30 points, with those guys. So, hey, very great point, my guy. And that also got you another raffle entry, my boy. Michael Nelson with the super chat. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat. He said 2 rooks against CD and Cooks. CD, Cooks, Michael Gallup. Because Michael Gallup is back healthy, man. Right? Michael Gallup is back fully healthy. Ty Cowboys said gotta keep the ground game. Tony will be fine. I agree. Stay on the ground. Utilize Tony Pollard. Utilize your screen game. Utilize your quick hitting game. Because listen, I think the Dallas Cowboys will still have the advantage receiver and corner wise, because hell, we're running a West Coast offense anyway. We are running a West Coast system anyway. A lot of this still involves the quick passing game. You'll still be able to run your mesh concepts. You'll still be able to have those naturally occurring picks to get your guys open and get them the ball in space. You'll still have the opportunity to implement the screen game. You'll still have all that, in play. So, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for us, because the one thing that the Giants had on their side in terms of their pass catching is speed. They're not going to be able to throw the ball 20, 30 yards down the field in heavy rain. Right? That's asking for trouble. But the Dallas Cowboys, I can get this ball to Brandon Cooks 10 yards out. I can get this ball to CeeDee Lamb 5 yards out and let them go to work. So yeah, she said still overall better team along with the win streak that I will not apologize for. No, you never apologize for winning. Because remember, they are trying to still beat us. They're just not able to do that. So never apologize for winning. Like, it's hard to win in the NFL, regardless of who you play, regardless of who you go up against. So never apologize for winning. Because that stuff is said Mike got this, him and Dak. Yeah, I believe that he does. But this will be his first challenge. I just want to see how he handles the elements. Right? Because remember, Kellen Moore would have still went out here and threw the ball 50 times. Rain, sleet, or snow, Kellen Moore was going to line up, throw the ball, throw them comeback routes, throw those options. Kellen Moore was going to go out here and throw the ball regardless of what the hell was going on. We will get to see the difference in between him and Mike McCarthy, because Mike McCarthy is going to call this game smart. He's going to do the no-nonsense football stuff. And, I think that we'll be happy with the result. I have faith in Mike to do that, but this will be his first challenge. It says, why is Tolbert backing up Lamb and not Gallup? It's still the same, right? Because it's still the same. Because he's still going to be the fourth receiver, no matter who comes out there. So whether they have him listed as CD's backup or Michael Gallup's backup or Brandon Cook's backup, he's still going to be the fourth receiver. Up 14, Green Bay. I'm still pissed. Yeah, the Green Bay and the Jacksonville games, are the situations where you will see the difference in the play calling. Because Kellen Moore was still chasing points, even though we had a lead. Mike McCarthy would have grinded that game out. We would have still came away with a win with Mike McCarthy calling plays. Who would get more touches, Turpin or Deuce? By default, right? Because I think this is going to be sort of a cop-out. But Turpin is your starting kick returner in both the kick return game and the punt return game. So by default, he'll probably touch the ball more. Now, if you're talking about just plain offense, I think Deuce is probably going to get the ball more than Turpin will. Especially if it rains. So they're going to probably utilize all their running backs if it rains. So if it rains, I can see Deuce, Rico, and Tony Pollard getting carries. Might even see Hunter get a carry. Because, I'm sure they'll line up in a heavy set with a fullback. So, they might sneak and hand the ball off to Hunter as well. Orlando Brown, didn't he get like 3 years, $60 million? Let me take a look. Brown Jr. contract. He got 4 years, $64 million. 4 years, $64 million with the Bengals. So you were close. He got 4 years, 64. I hope he doesn't fumble either. To Tommy Montoya, no, they would have called it the same way that it was on receiver. So yeah, so we touched on that. So also, I do want to bring this to everybody's attention. What your quarterback is going to do. All he needs is 57 yards. We covered this before in the milestone video from a month ago, but they're talking about it again. So I want to refresh everybody's memory. Since entering the NFL in 2016, Dallas Cowboys, and shout out to Clarence Hill as well, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has totaled 24,943 passing yards and 1,642 rushing yards in 97 games. With 57 passing yards at New York Giants on Sunday night, Prescott will join Aaron Rodgers as the only players in NFL history with at least 25,000 passing yards and 1,500 rushing yards in their first 100 career games. So salute to Dak Prescott. He's going to set NFL history. He's going to join Aaron Rodgers as the only quarterback to do that. So salute to him. Sadiqa said Kellen Moore did pretty well against the Giants because the Giants are bad. The difference in between Kellen Moore's play calling and Mike McCarthy's play calling is going to show when we play good teams. When we play the San Francisco 49ers, when we play the Jets, when we play playoff teams, then you will see the difference in between their play call. But listen, Kellen Moore always tore up bad teams. All right, so Willie Vassar said Cash App said they're back up and running right now. So let me take a look to see if that is the case. Yeah, Michael Nelson, I just received your $5 as well. So Michael Nelson, I received your $5 Cash App. Michael Nelson, let me ask you, when did you send that? Did you send that yesterday or did you send that at a different time? Did you just send that $5 or did you send that before like my boy Justin did? Because Justin sent a Cash App yesterday and I just got it earlier. So let me know. But Willie said the Cash App is back up. I'm sure it's going to take a different amount of time for different people because Miss So Over It, has sent her, still has not came in. Miss Daisy Clark sent her, still has not came in. So I think it's slowly but surely. But Michael Nelson, I did get your $5. And, I'm finna go ahead and update you on your raffle entry. He said, don't forget refs in primetime Dallas game. That's a 3-point swing for Giants right there. Yeah, we know. You funny. He said that got more career rushing yards than Saquon. Not quite. I think Saquon got over 4,000 rushing yards. But Dak Prescott, he got some pretty decent amount. He's already the Dallas Cowboys all-time leader in quarterback rushing. So Okay, so Michael Nelson you said that today. That's good. All right, so I guess it's back up and working for right now. So I appreciate you, and I got you updated. Danny Savage said, "Queen, you don't love me no more because I got a." Y'all so funny. Y'all is funny as hell. So yeah, salute to Dak Prescott. For the naysayers and the people that are Dak Prescott detractors, he does his job. Right? He does his job. It takes a team effort to win in the playoffs. But Dak Prescott individually has done his job for years, and he has done it at a very high level. So salute to Dak Prescott, man. He has the toughest job in the National Football League, and he does it at a high level, man. So salute to my brother Dak. Yeah. Roger Staubach, Roger the Dodger was our only other running quarterback. Him and Quincy Carter. We all know that Quincy Carter did not stay long enough to have any great rushing statistics. But hey, Dak Prescott was probably going to play another 8, 9, 10 years, so he's going to blow those rushing numbers out the water just from the fact that he's going to stay. Right, just from the fact that he'll stay a Dallas Cowboy. For a long time, he'll have opportunities to continue to improve on those rushing numbers. So anybody in fantasy with Barkley in fantasy better have Eric Gray, running back, on the bench. Barkley not lasted 17 games. Yeah, and I like Eric Gray. Y'all know that Eric Gray was one of the guys that I scouted during Cowboys college, and I liked him a lot. Splendid Poppy, what's up, my boy? I appreciate you for rocking with your boy. He said, this D money from Dallas Cowboys Scouting. Okay, what's up with you, my boy? I appreciate you for rocking with me over here in the liquor store. Thank you for rocking with me, my boy. But yeah, so salute to Dak Prescott, though, man. He definitely, is overly scrutinized, but But here is some more things that he had to say, though, man, in regards to how he feel about his detractors, the people that talk down on his game. So, and of course, this is my boy, John Machota. Make sure y'all give him a follow on social media. Always putting out very good content. Mr. Dika said, what am I raffling off this time around? I am raffling off this. Let me show you. So these are the 3 prizes for this raffle. Hold on, there you go. So I'm raffling off a copy of Madden 24. I'm raffling off a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice. And I'm raffling off a Dallas Cowboys bobblehead of the winner's choice. So these are the things, that we're raffling off this time around. Hey, I got you, Jay Lombardi. I got you, my boy. And I agree with you as well, right? Especially, I agree with you well, my boy. Especially with the fact that we're playing a defense that was 27 in run defense last year. He said, how can I win? The raffle entries are sent either through Cash App or they are sent through Super Chat or Super Stickers. The raffle is over on November the 1st. So you can send, it's $5 per raffle entry. You can send as many entries as you want. And I will do the drawing on the 2nd. I'll wrap it up on November the 1st, and we'll do the drawing on the 2nd. So you want to participate, either Cash App $5 or Super Chat or send super stickers up worth $5. And I will enter you in, and I got you. But yes, Mr. Dika, this is the raffle for this month and next month. And JC, what's up, my boy? I see you done slid through the back door. Thank you for rocking with me over here in the liquor store, my guy. But yeah, this is what Dak Prescott had to say, though, about his detractors and the things that were going on, man. So he said, what I do here at times is behind me. If I've ever given credit to people's opinions, I wouldn't have made it this far in life in this league. And that's and listen, I'm going to stop on that part real quick. We had people saying that Dak Prescott would be a backup tight end at the NFL level. If he listened to noise like that, he would not be a Pro Bowl quarterback, a franchise-leading quarterback in multiple statistics, or one of the highest-rated passers in league history. Right. So let's start there. So people said he would be some people said he would be a backup tight end. He's proved them people wrong, horribly wrong, and they've been trying to backtrack and backpedal ever since. I wouldn't have made it this far in life in this league. Everybody has an opinion. My former teammate Chris Jones said that. I read what he said about the opinions, and I feel the same. For me, it's about focusing on what I can do with this team, the guys and the men we have, and I can't control everybody's narrative, what they try to make something out to be. But any loss is motivating, especially when I finish the season as we did last year. It's about turning the page and writing a new sentence. The pen is in our hands, and we're ready to do that. So Dak said, "F all that. It's a new season. It's a new day. We're moving on to bigger and better things." So the folks, who are still trying to dog my boy Dak, who are still trying to dog my boy like he ain't got that dog in him, like he ain't prepared to go out there and give it his all and try and help us get to number 6. We ain't studying none of that. We ain't studying the narratives. We ain't studying the propaganda. We ain't studying none of the slander. Hold on, my boy S.A. Richburg said he sent Cash App a couple minutes ago. Did I receive it? Let me see. Okay. So Miss Marquetta, I received your $6 on Cash App. It's not dinging right now, so I didn't know that was going on. So I received your $6, Miss Marquetta. So I'm gonna go ahead and update you. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and update your stuff on here. All right. So I got your raffle entry entered. Mr. Richburg, I see that you sent $10 as well. So salute to you. Thank you for supporting. All right. I got your raffle entries. It's a Richburg. And also Splendor Poppy, I got your raffle entries. So yes, I did receive them. Look like Cash App is halfway working. Not giving me the notifications like it used to, but at least they're coming through. So salute to y'all and thank y'all. All right, so I received them. I appreciate y'all. I got y'all updated, and all y'all have been entered. I got all your raffle entries in, so y'all can improve your odds of winning the copy of Madden, the jersey, or the bobblehead. So salute to y'all. So yeah, man, listen. We all know that the Dallas Cowboys are a rating machine. They're going to talk about us regardless of what we do, regardless of what we say. If we go out there, we win 14 games, they're going to talk about us. If we go out there and win 4 games, they're going to talk about us. If Dak plays at an MVP level, they're going to talk about us. If he doesn't, they're going to talk about us, right? If Mike McCarthy is out there in his bag, they're going to talk about us. If he's struggling, they're going to talk about us. So my point being, they're going to talk regardless of what we do. If we're good, bad, or ugly, they will discuss the Dallas Cowboys, at length. So, tune it out. Go out there and do your job. It's the only thing that we can realistically do, man. It's the only thing that we can realistically do. And listen, Dak Prescott got the right mind state. right? I don't know if some of the other quarterbacks could handle the pressure or the scrutiny or the lights in Dallas. We got the perfect guy with the right makeup and the right mental makeup, to lead us to where we want to go. And shout out to my boy Double R, coming in with the $5 super. He said, "Go Cowboys," and he dropped 100 behind it. Hey, I appreciate you for showing love to the channel, man. I appreciate you for your raffle entry. They got you entered, for an opportunity to win one of the 3 prizes, whether it be, the copy of Madden, the jersey, or the bobblehead. So salute to my boy Double R for the love, man. I see you with the super chat. It goes a long way, and I appreciate you. Yo, Q-Ball, what's up with you? He said, "Hey, my boy Bruce got to talk to you. Said the season has started, and I'm ready. I'm ready too, man. We can shut up a lot of the chatter and a lot of the bull, right out the gate. We go out there and we beat down the Giants." All right, so Danny Savage with a weather update. He said it's a 90% chance of rain. Hey, we got 4 guys we want to run the ball. We got 4 guys we want to see run the ball. We want to see TP. We want to see Rico. We want to see Deuce. And some of y'all even want to see Hunter. So you know what? We got all the weapons we need in the run game. So put the ball in their hands, man. If it's going to storm that bad, let them run the ball. I ain't tripping. And, like I said, we can move to the quick passing game. We can utilize screens and quick hitting routes, to get the ball in our playmakers' hands. Because remember, if it's wet and it's slippery, it's going to be hard on the defenders too. So get the ball in them boys' hands. I appreciate you, Paul. Thank you for rocking with your boy. Well, time to see the 4 horses. Yeah, you got a whole plethora. You got a whole plethora of good runners that you want to see with the ball in their hand. Use them. Like, you got questions about if Tony Pollard can be the lead back, give him the ball. Let's find out. You want to know if Rico Dow can be running back too? Give him the ball and find out. You want to know if Deuce Vaughn can run over these starting defenses and contribute in the run game? Give him the ball. You want to know if Hunter can be a short yardage back from time to time and be this fullback that can blow people out their shoes at will? Give him the ball. Give him the ball. Especially if it's going to storm like that. If it rains that bad, Dak Prescott don't need to throw the ball but about 20 times. If it's going to be bad weather, bad wind, it's going to be hard to throw the ball around. Dak Prescott only needs about 20 passing attempts. HTN, who you got leading in tackles at the end of Sunday night? I got Damone Clark with 8 to 9 tackles and possibly a forced fumble. I got J-Ron Curse. Leading the team in tackles. He will be checking Darren Waller in coverage, so he'll get some coverage tackles as well. He'll get some tackles in the run game. So I can see J-Ron Curse leading the team in tackles. Just because we stay in big nickel over 70% of the time, he'll be on the field a whole lot. He has the green dot, so it's hard for him to even come off of the field. I see J-Ron Curse being the guy that leads the team in tackles. It's usually always a damn safety that leads us in tackles based on the way that we play defense. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was J-Ron Curse this time around. I can see J-Ron Curse leading us in tackles. Q-Ball said, I say no more than 23. 23 is fine. If it's going to storm that bad, you don't need to throw the ball that badly. Actual Powell say Damone Clark. Right, ain't nothing wrong with it. And listen, that would go a long way to Damone Clark's development. If he can lead us in tackles right out the gate, it goes a long way for what we can expect from him going forward. So if you think Damone Clark can lead his team in tackles in a game, I'm fine with that. Right? That just means that he's playing his ass off. James Simmons, what's up, my guy? I appreciate you rocking with me in the liquor store. Make sure you hit that like and share button on the way in, though, man. What we looking like right now? So we got 66 likes and 77 folks watching. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that Eagles fan upside the head, hit that Cash App, hit them super chats, hit them super stickers. And we appreciate y'all for everything in the liquor store. Like I said, y'all keep the lights on. Y'all keep me growing and pushing. So I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. He said, give me something to cheer for from my LSU boys. Hey, that's fine. Oh man, you are an LSU fan. Kelvin Hicks said 66. Man, I don't know, man. I think y'all bounce back. Who y'all played this week? Man? Cause y'all got a pretty good team. I just don't know what happened. Hey, Joe went crazy. He said he sees 6 sacks, 2 picks, and a fumble return for a touchdown. Defense gonna go crazy then. If you see all that, defense going crazy. Man, hey, FSU looked real good, man. I can't lie. FSU looked way better than I expected. Jay said he wants a pick 6 on Sunday. I do want the Dallas Cowboys defense to get a pick 6. So I keep telling you how OSU breeds the Zeke type and the J.K. Dobbins type, Eddie George type backs. They don't come around every year. He said FSU got a 6'7" wide receiver. They do. I like the other boy they got too. Cole. I liked him. He went crazy. Lexington Wren, what's up, man? I appreciate you for rocking with your boy Henny in the liquor store, man. Salute to you. Make sure y'all hit that like or share button on the way into the liquor store. Mark and Mark Vanilla Dice said he down. Hey, he down with FSU too. But listen, y'all don't play Arkansas this year, man, so I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't play Arkansas, man, so y'all can have the best year ever. Y'all don't play us, so it's Gucci. He said TP going to get a 65 breakaway for a touchdown. I can see it. Listen, that's Tony Pollard's calling card. That is Tony Pollard's calling card. Yeah, Keon Coleman, the Michigan State transfer. Hey, listen, I saw he got a basketball background, so that explains a lot of his athleticism. But yeah, he looked real good. He said FSU and Arkansas. Listen, you can say what you want about FSU, but don't come for Arkansas like that, Choctaw. Yeah, you can't come for Arkansas like that now. Harold Jones said Mike McCarthy, Dak, and you talk about Schottenheimer will formulate a game plan, but Dak will execute said game plan as the OCQB ergo call his own plays. I ain't tripping. Whatever leads to victory. Harold, you can call the plays for all I care if we win. If we win, Harold, you can call the plays. I ain't tripping. All right, so let's see what we got. What else we got on the agenda, man? Because we talked about the new market, but what we have not talked about yet is this offensive line dilemma. We know that there is a chance. Let me see if I got this loaded in. Here we go. Okay, because Jerry Jones talked in depth, about Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith. He said both them boys are suspect, right? And they had to put parentheses around suspect, quotations around suspect, to play Sunday evening versus the Giants. So pretty much what they're trying to get at, he said probably Tyler Smith a little bit more so than Tyron, right? But there is a possibility that the Dallas Cowboys will be without both Tyron Smith and both Tyler Smith. Both your starting left side players may not play week 1. There is a possibility of that happening. So that is another reason why I said that Mike McCarthy has to adjust his game plan accordingly. Right? You can't go back there and try and set up 50-yard pass plays, 40-yard pass plays, right? Because you may not have the time. You may not have the time for that to develop. Right? In the rain, with a backup tackle and a backup guard, right? You really, have to just wait and see what's going to happen. You have to formulate your game plan around the weather, and your personnel. So thunderstorms and not having either one of your left side players, you're going to have to formulate your game plan, so that you can get the ball out of your quarterback's hand and mitigate some of the opportunities of that defense. If they want to get after Dak Prescott, Wink Martindale wants to blitz. He want to do all these different things, right? Especially with backup offensive linemen out there. Wink Martindale wants to bring blitz. He wants to bring pressure. Now, Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks in the league against the blitz, right? He always kills the blitz. Him and Patrick Mahomes are tied for the most touchdowns, in the last couple of years against the blitz. But, it's going to be more on Mike McCarthy to get the game plan right, and I think he'll do it. I'm not saying I doubt Mike McCarthy. I'm not saying that I doubt Mike McCarthy. I'm just saying you have to formulate your game plan, around the weather and around the guy that won't be there. I think he'll do that perfectly, though. But, I do got an update on this, right? So Mike McCarthy said the plan is for left tackle Tyron Smith, left guard Tyler Smith, and a surprising one, safety Donovan Wilson, to all practice Saturday on a limited basis. He said, we're making progress. Wilson has not practiced since the first day of camp. If active, will be on a pitch count. So while we're concerned about Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith not playing, he does expect them to practice Saturday. And if they practice, they might be able to play. So, hey, that's a bit of good news. It's a bit of good news. And that's even better news for your defense. Like, I'm not saying that Marquise Bell wouldn't have been able to hold it down, right? I'm not saying that Marquise Bell wouldn't have been able to hold it down for Donovan Wilson. But Dono had 5 sacks and over 100 tackles last year. Donovan Wilson is a baller. So even if he's on a pitch count, having him on the field as a chess piece for Dan Quinn definitely helps. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and send this update because I loaded this stuff in earlier today while I was still at work. So some of these newer tidbits that I'm getting, I'm just now adding in. So give me a couple seconds and I will have this updated report to you. So give me a couple seconds. I'll send it to myself, download it, and I'll put it up on the screen so y'all can see the updates. So bear with your boy Henry, because that's good news. I definitely want to share that good news with y'all. He said Dono don't need to play till week 2. Jay said he'll be at that game. What's up with you, Raymond's? My boy said he can't wait to whoop the Chargers. Man, hell yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of the Chargers. I wish Kellen Moore would run out there trying to run all curls. We're gonna jump the shit out there. You listen, Trayvon Diggs knows Kellen Moore. You don't think that he's ready to jump one of those curl routes and take that shit to the house? You don't think that he's ready? All right, so let me go ahead and send this to myself. Download that. Good news. Now let me go ahead and pull it up. All right, I got it loading in right now. So y'all give me 2 seconds and I can put the news up. And this is a report by Michael Gelkin. So I just seen it. And like I said, it wasn't up when I initially sent over the stuff for the show. So Michael Gelkin, he reported that Mike McCarthy said there is a plan in place. He expects all the guys to practice. So if you practice before the game, even if you're limited, there's a very good chance you can play. So he expects Tyron Smith to practice, Tyler Smith to practice, and Dono to practice. So, hey, Cowboys by 20 if we got all three of these guys. He said, what's dry skin on your feet asking for? Man, I have no idea. He said he gonna run on the field and tackle Kelly Moore. He said that's for Zach and the boy. Man, you crazy as hell, Jay. Right, so Mike McCarthy plans for Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, and Donovan Wilson to practice in a limited basis on Saturday, making progress. So yeah, so if Wilson does manage to sneak in, he'll be on the pitch count. So he might not play a lot. That's great news, man. So listen, if we have any one of those guys, that makes me happy, right? If we have Tyron Smith, but we don't have Tyler and TJ Bass has to play, I'm good with that. Like, I like TJ Bass. TJ Bass, has solidified himself on this team as a good rotational guard that could possibly be a starter in the future. If Tyler Smith plays and Tyron can't go, I want to see Austin Richards. I want to see what he can do. He had a great preseason and a great training camp. Right. So if we have even one of those guys, my confidence level and how we can protect and run the ball is improved. If we have both of them, then I feel stupendous going to this game. So, it changes slightly. I still think we win regardless. Neither one of them could play, and I still think we will win this game. But, I think it makes our job easier and it makes the job of Mike McCarthy easier when you have better players on the field, right? He said TJ Bass is going to get better at guard, learning from our ox Zach. Yeah, TJ Bass is a really good player already. So I see his stock going way up. Now, granted, I don't want the Dallas Cowboys to misuse TJ Bass. They were talking about giving him reps at center. Right? They were talking about giving him reps at center. And, that might be a move, to try and let Tyler be out his walk, which I don't agree with. I think you should pay Tyler. You should pay Tyler, and continue to draft offensive line depth. Right? But that's just me. He said the way that Dak and TB did wet ball drills. Oh, okay. So they did wet ball drills. So that's good. That's all that matters. As long as they are preparing, as long as they are out there preparing for the environment, I'm fine with that. You can do certain things to simulate, the conditions, but it's going to still be a little bit different when you actually get out there in the elements and there's wind and it's cold and all that other shit. So, they're preparing the best way that they can, and that's all that matters. But if they're doing wet ball skills, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we got any other talking points on here, man. Let me see if they got any other talking points. Nope, that's from the other day. I already talked about that. And that. So yeah, we through with the main talking points, man. We can move to the question and answer part of this. So if you got questions, your boy Henny got answers. So this is y'all part of the show. Y'all got questions y'all want to ask. Choctaw crazy. He said I'm doing wet ball skills on the wife. Choctaw, don't you ever change, my boy. Don't you ever change. But yeah, man, go ahead and ask your questions in the chat box. You got questions, I'll answer them. I'll take your questions for the last part of the show, and then we'll depart from here. And this is going to be the segment I see now. I'm gonna replace this with the call-in line once I get this call-in line set up. I'm working on it. I'm not gonna give y'all an ETA, but I am working on a call-in line for the liquor store. So at the end of the show, every day, I'm gonna put up the call-in line. I'm gonna let y'all call in. I'll give y'all about 60 seconds to talk, and then we'll move from there. Big Flock said he still can't turn on the Noti Bell. He said, there it is that made y'all laugh. Yeah, man. You know, we all need good laughs, man. We all need good laughs to get through the day. So I definitely do appreciate that, my boy Choctaw. He said, wet ball dreams is great. He said, John's got to play in those elements too. Strip sack for Micah and D-Law. Yeah, man, I definitely think that we'll handle it better. CB4 sweat for my yeah, I'll be tweaking, man. Oh Lord. Well, yeah, man, go ahead and put your questions in the chat box, man. And then we'll answer them and then we'll move around. Yes, Bill Clinton did get caught. What's good, Swain? They were tapping in with me, my boy. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Make sure y'all hit that like and share button on the way in, man. Make sure you hit that like and share. He said Daniel will be scrambling and running, trying to protect, to keep plays going, because that pocket will collapse. Yeah. And listen, if we're able to push the middle of that pocket, we're going to win this game. If we're able to get pressure up the middle on Daniel Jones, we got speed on the outside. We got Micah Parsons. We got DeMarcus Lawrence. We got our safeties. We can handle that. He said, don't underestimate Thibodeau. He's a good player. But, Dak Prescott, even when Dak Prescott, is pressured, a low percentage of those pressures actually turn into sacks. Because Dak Prescott got great pocket awareness, he got athleticism, mobility, he's able to usually run, escape the pocket, or skin the play. So, like Thibodeau, he got a lot of pressures. He didn't get a lot of sacks against Dak. Right? They get pressures, but they don't usually get hands on Dak. And as long as he is, he has his athleticism, there's going to be a thing that frustrates opposing defensive coordinators. It's Dexter Lawrence who we gotta respect and worry about. You gotta respect, all the good defensive players in the league. Dexter Lawrence is good. Leonard Williams is good. Thibodeau has improved. I wanted us to pick up Antoine Robinson. So they got good guys I like. You know what I'm saying? He said it could get ugly. Dak won't hold the ball in this system. Like in this system, it's designed to get the ball out quick. Right? A lot of the reason that Dak Prescott held on to the ball in the previous system was because he was waiting on the development of the option routes. Right? When you got guys, running 10 yards out, and you got to wait for them to make a decision on whether they're going to turn that route into a in-breaking route or an out-breaking route, you got to hold on to the ball a little bit. So schematically, the ball is going to come out quicker because the wide receivers' routes are tied to Dak Prescott's footwork. So on a three-step drop, Dak Prescott knows that option one is supposed to be open and the ball should be out. And if option one is not open, then I immediately turn my head and throw the option two. So it's a quicker progression offense that we're going to be running. So I don't believe that he'll have to hold on to the ball nearly as long as he did, in the prior scheme. Right? Because in Kellen Moore's system, you're trying to get the ball 15, 20, 30 yards down the field. In this scheme, you're trying to get the ball 5 yards out, 10 yards out, 10 yards out, 15 yards out at the most. And listen, we will probably never know. But I will say this, if Dak Prescott comes out this year and he's one of the quickest release quarterbacks, right? If he one of the quickest release quarterbacks, then you could tell it was schematic. I could see Wanye playing situationally. Especially if they put that boy Donovan Wilson on the snap count, or if Donovan Wilson can't play. So he definitely plays and rotates in if Donovan Wilson doesn't play at all. And then, I can still see him getting some burn situationally. He said if Tyron and Tyler don't play, Dak may not survive game 1. If Tyron and Tyler don't play, then it's up to Mike McCarthy to make sure that Dak Prescott survives game 1. Run the ball, utilize the quick passing game. But my wife is calling. I got to jump off. I got love for y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I will be back later on in the day. God bless, and I will holler at y'all in the liquor store. Peace, and your boy is out.